Hello, and welcome to the first lecture of this new section on how to use AI to practice social intelligence. In this course, AI for personality development for a successful career and life. So, in this section, we will talk about using AI to practice social intelligence, and we will begin by taking a look at what to do with AI provided understanding of what each person might be thinking or feeling in a given work situation. So, this is about a work situation in which you want to read people and situations. You want to have a good read of their situation, and you have gone and described to AI, and now it has come back with you its own understanding of what each people might be thinking or feeling. So the question is what to do with this AI provided understanding of what each person might be thinking or feeling in a work situation. Use it as a decision aid, not as a fact, right? Because you don't know whether it is fact or not a fact. So treat it as a decision aid, this understanding. And to do that, what you need to do is to start by treating this as a hypothesis. Assume this may be true, which you want to disprove or you want to prove, or not, and definitely not true. So use it like for people who are familiar with hypothesis testing, do the hypothesis testing with alternate hypothesis being this may be true and null hypothesis being not definitely true. Now, in this whole process, avoid reacting emotionally based only on AI's interpretation because that may be true, may not be true, right? Then you need to adjust your response strategy in which you need to decide the tone, whether it should be calm, assertive, or empathetic. Decide the timing of your response in terms of whether you want should you do now, should you respond now, should you do later in private or in public, and decide the approach. Should you ask questions, clarify effects, or set boundaries? So adjust your response strategy based on your understanding of the situation. Then you validate subtly. To validate, you ask neutral questions like, can you help me understand your concern? What is the most important to you here? And this is you're asking to the person who has some understanding, you get some understanding of his or her hidden agenda, right? And then you see if the reality matches with the AI's hypothesis, and then accordingly you can see what to do, right? Then you choose the least risk option, the what to avoid and what to prefer, what should you prefer. Now, prefer responses that preserve relationship, right, and reduce escalation. So lean towards such responses and avoid confrontational language and assumptive language. So choose the least risk actions after you understand and you've got some confirmation of what is happening there. Prepare one or two alternative responses. You could prepare one cooperative response, one firm but respectful response, and use whichever fits the real reaction you observe. So, based on the testing of the waters, you decide whether to plunge into it or still sit on the sides or keep watching the waters. Then you need to reflect afterwards, after you have taken the action. In the reflection, what you need to do is ask, was AI's interpretation accurate? And note the patterns for future situations. Right. So you get a read of AI's interpretation. You have done something based on your confirmation or non-confirmation. Now you see what is happening, and then you decide what to do, how to use this whole process later on. So in short, use AI's insight to pause, plan, and respond intelligent, not to judge or assume or overact. Oh, right. Don't overreact. Don't judge or don't assume based on AI's insight because you don't know whether that is true or that is not true. So, what do we do next now? So, Next, we will take a look at the second part of using AI to practice social intelligence, where we will look at, you know, AI would have come back to you with some hidden agendas that may exist when you are in people's situation, reading people and the situations. And we will talk about what can you do about those hidden agendas that AI has surfaced to you. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on using AI to practice social intelligence. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.